Hey, I hope everybody's having an awesome week. Today, I want to go through a training called Easy versus Hard Clients. And the reason is I've seen some people struggling with who to go after, especially when they send out their first message and they just want to make the first prospect work no matter what. But if the client's not a good fit, a lot of times it's better to just pass on them and spend your time and efforts elsewhere. So I want to make it really clear easy versus hard clients, so who you should go after if you're a beginner, who you're going to be able to get easy results for, and then what characteristics to find a hard client, what you need to do to get them results, and then also lay out what a bad client is. And bad clients, unlike hard clients, should be avoided at all costs. So let's jump in and just run through this. Now, the main point of this is we want to do more of what's already working. That means we want to work with businesses that already work, that already have customers, that already have a product and a sales process that work. And by adding advertising to their business, we're just pouring gasoline on a fire. We're just doing more of what's already working. So let's start with easy clients. Easy clients are businesses that sell things, products and services that people are already buying. These are products and services that don't need explaining or convincing. Each customer is worth your fee or more. So I like it when my clients' customers are worth at least $1,000 to them. These businesses have repeat customers, so the lifetime value of a customer is higher than just one purchase. And like I said, the business is already healthy and successful without your help. And we're going to talk about that a little more. So what do I mean by all this? Well, people are already going to the dentist. They're already going to the chiropractor, the acupuncturist. They're already hiring real estate agents and mortgage brokers, and they're already buying gym memberships. People are already doing all of these things no matter what. Whether they see an ad on Facebook or not, they're going to be purchasing these products and services. So you don't have to convince them that they need a real estate agent. They're going to get one when they're buying or selling a house no matter what. You don't have to convince them that the dentist is a good idea. They just need reminded to go. And, acupuncturist is a little different. It's not as common, but still people understand what acupuncture is, and people that go generally don't need convincing that they want to go see an acupuncturist. They just need the right deal presented to them. So no matter what, these businesses are going to have customers with your help or not, and no matter what, these customers are going to seek out these businesses. They're going to find them one way or another. So some examples are real estate agents and mortgage brokers, gyms, chiropractors, dentists, in-person services. So these are most of the funnel clones that we have in this program. So you don't need to step outside the clones that I've already provided for you. Go after those clients. That way you don't have to start from scratch. You already have a funnel that works, and you're working with easy clients. So easy clients are easy to get results for with a relatively low skill level. And that's why I want you to go after them, because you don't have to have 5 years in the industry to understand how to get a funnel working for these clients. It's not hard to run a funnel for these clients. You can just use what already is proven to work, get it up and running in just a couple hours. Now, hard clients, I want to make the distinction. This doesn't mean bad clients. It just means that these are harder than easy clients. These are things where the product takes a lot of explaining or convincing. People don't normally consume the product or service, so not everyone is going to get a life coach or a business coach or a consultant. The lifetime value of a customer is low, or the potential of the business is very low, so there could be low ticket items where each customer is only worth like $100 over the life to the business. And clients where the business doesn't work without you, so they want you to come in and save them. So some hard client examples: health and life coaches, business coaches and consultants, course creators, weird businesses that most people have never heard of or that don't target a specific problem or need, businesses that only sell low ticket items, and businesses that only work with a customer once. So I'm not telling you don't work with hard clients. I'm just saying it takes a higher skill level. You want to have a little practice under your belt before you work with hard clients. And sometimes these clients need to have things in place before you come to work with them. So running ads for a webinar, for example, is not very hard, but getting an ROI on that ad spend is. So the coach or consultant needs to have a webinar that converts. And if they have that, it's not hard to run ads for that webinar. But if they expect you to run the ads and get their business working, that is more than just lead gen services. Low ticket items can be good, like e-commerce, but they require the ability to be really good at scaling ad spend, and there's just a lot more complexity there. And these clients don't have a one-size-fits-all funnel for hard clients. So you can't just go in and use a funnel clone and be up and running in an hour with these clients. You actually got to do a lot more research. You got to be a lot better at copywriting and persuasion and psychology and know how to turn strangers into paying customers. So these clients, if you get a system that works for them, it can be really profitable for you because you're going to have less competition, right? Because you figured out something that is harder to figure out. That's your moat around your business. That's your competitive advantage. So eventually you might want to work with hard clients, but if it's your very first client, I would personally stay away from it. I would go after one of those easy clients, local businesses that sell things people are already consuming. So like I said, hard clients, it doesn't mean you need to avoid them. It doesn't mean they're bad clients. It just requires a more advanced skill level and more testing. Now, there are such things as bad clients. Bad clients should be avoided no matter what. They will make your life hell. They will make you not want to be in this business anymore. Working with a good client will make you so happy. It will give you such a good lifestyle. You'll appreciate your clients. They'll appreciate you. And you'll have a lot of fun in this business. And you'll love it. And you'll get better at it. And you'll grow because you have a positive feedback loop. Now, if you work with bad clients, you're going to get really frustrated and you're going to wonder why you're even doing this. But you have to remember, it could be the quality of clients you've chosen to work with. So here's a couple red flags. And if you see these red flags, I would ditch the client and run the other way because they're going to make your life really hard. The client doesn't want to put up the ad spend. If they don't have a couple $100 to spend on advertising, they're not a good client for advertising services. They just don't fit the criteria. They don't want to pay for ClickFunnels. If they're opposed to paying $100 a month to grow their business, again, they're not in a position to be advertising, whether it's their mindset or their actual budget. They won't tell you the details of their business. They're not willing to share, like what a customer is worth, how many customers they bring in on average, things like that. It's going to make your job really hard if they don't want to share the details. They're making less than $5 to $10K a month. It's just going to be hard to get high ticket fees out of them if they're only making $3,000 a month. It's just not likely. And that means they also don't have a business that works already. They're desperate. If they say, like, if you don't save them, they're going to go out of business. If you're their last resort, get out of there. Like, that is a very bad sign. That means their business has bigger problems and advertising is not going to solve it. They have product problems. They have delivery problems. They have service problems. They have sales problems. And you can't save that. Your job is to generate leads for businesses that already have a working business model. If the business doesn't understand who they serve and what problem they solve, again, they're probably beginners and they have bigger problems than lead generation. So you can work with those businesses, but you got to do some consulting and you got to charge for it if you want to help them figure that stuff out. If you want to take them through the avatar exercise in this program, teach them how to target a painful problem, you can absolutely do that, but that is different than lead gen. That's consulting. And you want to make it very clear that that's going to be a consulting program where you charge more for that. If the business doesn't follow up with leads and they blame you, first you need to train your client to follow up with leads. You need to make it clear what your expectations are of them. And if they refuse to do it, they're not going to be a good client. And if they don't treat you with respect, you're bringing a lot of value to the table. This stuff is not super easy for business owners. They have enough on their plate and you have the potential to free them up to focus on what they're really good at and to allow them to grow their business. So they should treat you with respect. You should treat them with respect. And if that mutual respect is not there, they're a bad client. You should get out of there. So like I said, if you see red flags, move on. Find a better client. If a business doesn't work without you, it's not going to work with you. They need to have at least some base level of sustainability before you come in and advertise. You can only channel more people into the business. If they don't want to buy because the business doesn't have a good product or they don't have their sales process figured out, you're not going to be able to help by generating more leads. So I want to talk about how this works. So if you think about an Olympic coach, you could have the best Olympic coach in the entire world, right? So you bring in an elite athlete and the Olympic coach trains them. That elite athlete is going to get a lot better. They're going to get an edge and they're going to have a better chance of winning. But no matter how good the trainer is, she's never going to be able to make anyone an Olympian. For someone who's already set on greatness, she can help them dramatically and she can be a crucial part of them reaching their goals. But if somebody comes in who's out of shape, they're unmotivated, they're dispassionate, and they want the trainer to save them, they want the trainer to get the results for them, that trainer's not going to be able to help, right? If they expect the trainer to save them from their bad habits and their lack of motivation and their lack of drive, the trainer would tell them to leave. The trainer wouldn't take them on as a client. So you need to behave the same way in your business. You need people who are driven to succeed, who have a working business model, who are already in shape business-wise, and you can help them get really good results. If somebody expects you to save them, they're in the wrong place. But like I said, you get the right business, and you can turn them into a champion. You can literally help businesses grow millions of dollars, and they will absolutely love you for it. So what are some good signs? What are the signs of the best clients to work with? They want to scale ad spend after you get it working. Like they indicate at the beginning that they would like to test things, and as soon as it works, they want to step it up a notch. They understand the value of hiring someone to handle marketing. Real business owners don't want to do everything themselves. They're way too busy to be the do-it-yourself type, and they understand the value of hiring a team. These are the clients that are going to be good clients. People that want to do everything themselves, first of all, are never going to grow their business. It's just impossible to get past about $100,000 a year all by yourself with absolutely no help in wanting to do everything. Great clients are making $30,000 a month or more, so they have the budget for advertising, they have the budget to pay your fees, and they're not going to stress out about it. They're not going to freak out if you didn't get a 10 times return on ad spend, because that's an amateur move to do. They already have healthy, thriving businesses, and they want to grow with digital marketing. They already know how to turn a customer into more money once they get them in the door with a low-cost offer. So great businesses understand the value ladder, and they understand how to charge a little bit of money up front and then turn that into more money. And so when you bring them new paying clients who are only paying a little bit up front, they understand the value of those clients, even though the cash flow isn't reflecting it yet. And they're going to be really grateful for that. So those are some good signs. So I urge you to work with easy clients. Choosing healthy businesses that don't need a lot of explaining and that already work without your help is the key to your success. It's the key to your happiness. It's the key to not being too stressed out. It's the key to getting easy results and growing your business. So I walk you through all the niche criteria, but I just wanted to pull this out and show you the difference between easy and hard clients, and then show you the warning signs for bad clients so that you can move on. Because some people seem to be kind of taking whatever they can get and not realizing that sometimes you just got to move on. So I hope this helps. If you have questions, go ahead, leave them in the comments, and I will get back to them, and I'll talk to you guys soon.